Good morning, guys. Today we're going on another trip, but today it's gonna be vacation time. It's not gonna be a work trip, so I hope you enjoyed this vlog very much because I'm actually gonna go visit my host mom from my exchange year. So she lives close to Chicago right now, so I'm gonna go to Chicago and I'll meet up with her there and I'll stay with her for a couple of nights and then I go back. So it's gonna be a fun sightseeing trip and it's gonna be a fun reunion. So let's go to Munich and catch our flight. I'm actually taking a train today because I didn't want to drive to Munich and then pay the parking fees, because in our crew parking lot I can only park when I'm actually working and I'm not going to be working the flight tonight. So let's do this. I'm now on the train eating my breakfast. Let's go to our gate. I've still got plenty of time, so I made it here ahead of time actually because my train was on time, which actually never happens. But I'm here in Munich at the airport and now let's go. Let's go to Chicago. It is so empty here, like it's really empty. I don't know why. I guess it's not like prime time yet because I'm early, maybe that's why. It's lunchtime right now, so everyone's probably either eating lunch or on the way to the airport. I'm like in this part of the airport that's almost empty, which is really weird. But at least it's quiet, so that's good. Anyways, 2 hours until the plane departs, 1 hour and 30 minutes until boarding. Hey guys, I just made it to my hotel. It is late. It's almost 10 p.m. That means it's almost 5 a.m. Austrian time. Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. Like usually when I'm flying as crew, I don't get that exhausted because you don't have, you know, that time, like the period of time where you don't know what you can do, where you're bored and everything. So like it felt like the flight was taking forever. The crew was very nice, by the way. I knew one of the flight attendants that was working in the economy class because I was flying economy class today, and it was very nice talking with her because actually I'm going to be flying with her at the end of the month. I was like, I know you, right? And she's like, yeah, we've been flying together before. I'm like, hey, aren't you like on that flight at the end of the month? And she's like, oh yeah, I am. I'm like, yeah, me too, because I saw her on the crew list. So anyways, that was really nice that I got to talk with her and a few of the other crew members, and I actually had a good seat because there was no one sitting in front of me, like there was a wall in front of me. And because my legs are quite short, because I'm short, I'm like 5'4", so I'm not that tall obviously. So there are like sirens out there. Oh well. So what was I going to say? Okay, so I'm not that tall, so it works perfectly for me. But if you're really tall, you're kind of like missing out on a leg room underneath the seat in front of you. But then again, if you have really long legs, then maybe the seat is still better, because otherwise you can't even put your legs inside of your own space. You have to put them out on the aisle. You know what I mean? Not sure if I'm making sense. Like my brain is fried, just saying. So anyways, the flight was a little bit delayed. I think it was on the one hand side because of the strong winds that were going on and that were not in our favor. And on the other hand, it took us forever to actually get to our parking position in Chicago, which had to do with our parking position, so that wasn't up to us either. And then it took forever to get through customs. Like, customs never really gives me any trouble, but a lot of the time there will be a lot of passengers in front of me who take a lot of time there because they either didn't fill something out right, or they are bringing in like food and stuff that they're not supposed to, stuff like that. So there was a huge queue. And then, you know, first of all, you go to this kiosk. That's what I did, at least. You can go to an officer if you want, but I went to the kiosk at immigration, and I think immigration is first and then it's customs, right? Like, I mixed those two up a lot of the time because it's just not that way in Europe. It's just that way here, I guess. So anyways, like, we have like one step for everything, not like all of those different steps, pretty much. So anyways, so I went to the kiosk, like those kiosks that everyone can use. Then I went to the officer. The officer asked me a few questions, like what I was doing here, when I was returning, and if I was crew. And then I was like, yeah, I work for that airline. And so he didn't give me any trouble or anything. And then I was waiting for my bag to arrive because I had a checked bag. And I was waiting forever because I got to the airport very early. So I decided to get rid of my luggage very early on. So that was why my luggage was probably one of the first bags that got onto the plane. I had to wait until it was unloaded. So a lot of people got ahead of me, and then I was standing in a queue where, you know, where you actually have to hand them your customs declaration and they'll keep it. Let me just tell you, like, I don't know why, but the queue that I was standing in was just taking forever. There were two other queues and somehow they were way faster, but until we realized, like everyone who was standing in that queue where I was standing at, until we realized that ours was the slowest one, it wouldn't have made sense to change lanes anyways. So anyways, then it took forever. Like, traffic in Chicago at the airport was horrible because you get out there, you just walk through customs and everything, and then you have to take a shuttle bus that takes you to Terminal 2 if you want to use the subway. Or, well, it was train, not sure. Was it considered a subway? If you're from Chicago and you know your way around, let me know if the blue line is considered a train or the subway system. I'd say it is a subway system, but yeah, I'm not sure. So just let me know. The one going to Forest Park or whatever it was called, something with Forest. So anyways, if you're trying to do that, you have to use a shuttle bus that goes to Terminal 2. Then you have to make your way downstairs and actually catch the train. So it took forever because there was so much traffic. And now I'm at my hotel. I actually booked a hostel, but I booked my own room, and I booked a room that had its own bathroom. So the thing is, I wanted to get a hotel, but they were so expensive here. I mean, it was kind of like last minute because I didn't really know which day I was flying. So I just booked a hotel yesterday, and oh well. I'm just gonna be here for one night, and then tomorrow I'm meeting up with my host mom, Trish, and then we're staying at a different hotel. That is probably gonna be way nicer than this one, but it'll do for one night. Like, I know I've got high standards, you know, my usual rooms when I am traveling, but like I mentioned, it'll do. Let me show you the room, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I'm just like super tired. So it's got an emergency procedure, that's good. I've got like 3 beds all to myself. So there's like this, I guess it's a queen size bed, like the lower bunk bed, and then the top bunk bed is just like a single bed, I guess. And then there is this little table with a chair. It's all like kind of like one of those hostel styles, you know. I mean, it is a hostel after all. And then there's another chair right here, and then the bathroom. It'll do. It's nothing too nice, but I like to have my own bathroom. So here we go. And there's the shower. It's clean, so it's fine. Good morning. I've had a good night's sleep actually. I woke up at like 6 AM, so I got 7 hours of sleep. No jet lag so far, which is a first, because the time difference is like 7 hours, so Austria is 7 hours ahead of Chicago. Anyways, I just talked to Trish on the phone. She's on her way. She'll be getting in sometime around noon, so I've still got a couple of hours to pass. I'm just gonna go grab some breakfast. There is a Starbucks across the street, so I'm just gonna go there and grab one of their thingies. I think they're called like, what are they? I think they're like croissant rolls, or maybe I'll get a bagel or something. And then I'm gonna go into town. Well, technically I am in town, but I'm gonna go a little further in and just meet Trish at our hotel. We're gonna stay at the Holiday Inn Express at Magnificent Mile, so let's see what that is like. Probably nicer than this place, but then again, this is a hostel, so for a hostel it's fine. It was very quiet during the night, which was surprising, because I have stayed at hostels before in Australia, and let me just tell you, those were noisy and loud. But this one was nice, so if you ever need a hostel that is okay in terms of prices in Chicago, I can actually recommend the Holiday Jones, is it? Yeah, Holiday Jones, and it's at this stop that's called Divisions. It's not too far from the city center. And right now I'm just gonna take a shower and then step outside and then make my way to the hotel. So I just went to Starbucks, and they were actually out of the double smoked bacon, ham and egg thingy that I usually get. So I got their spinach breakfast wrap, and I actually told them that I was called Anna. Not sure, I don't think it picks it up here. But I told them that I was called Anna because I always get my name wrong, and they got it right this time. Well, at least my fake name. I felt kind of weird using a fake name. Whatever. Just gonna have my breakfast now, and then I'm gonna head over to the other hotel and meet Trish. So this is my friend Trish.
Hi.
She's my host mom from my exchange year. You saw her once before on my Washington DC vlog like a year ago, and now we're exploring Chicago.
We're here. We're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be wonderful.
Definitely.
The second city. City has big shoulders.
We're taking a
garden of the city that works.
We're taking a boat
America's
tour.
third largest.
YouTube now, or are we just taking pictures?
You can be on YouTube if you want.
I don't know. Come and get in the pictures.
You want to be on YouTube? Because I have a vlog. I do
Oh my gosh, you
travel vlogs, yeah. Good morning. So we had a good night's sleep, and we actually went to bed early last night. We were just watching some TV. I fell asleep. We had breakfast this morning at our hotel. Maybe I'll videotape it tomorrow morning. And sorry, the AC is really loud here. Now we're just off into town. The weather doesn't look too great today, so let's see what we're gonna do. So we're just taking an Uber to the planetarium.
So this is Verena trying to shoot it to the moon. You go, girl! Woo! You made it to the Stratopause.
Yeah, I did. So we went to bed early last night. We just got Trader Joe's for dinner, and this morning we had a very quick breakfast, and now we're actually off to meet some of Trish's friends. It's gonna be fun because I know them. I've seen them a couple of times. They've visited me in Austria before, so it's gonna be fun. We're doing the gangster tour in Chicago. Those are our friends, Cindy and Larry. Say hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good morning. So we're actually going to breakfast.
Good morning.
Trish is still looking for her lipstick, but she doesn't need it, right? You guys tell her, right?
Oh, do go on. Oh, go on. No, thank you.
Well, anyways, we're just heading for breakfast and then we're gonna go outside because the weather is perfect today, and I think we're gonna go to the Lincoln Park. They have the zoo over there. Admissions are free, so it's gonna be fun. You liking it in here?
Very warm and rather humid.
Yeah, it is.
See a couple of big beautiful birds over there.
Good morning. So yesterday we actually went to the zoo, so it was the Lincoln Park Zoo. Then we went to the Lincoln Park Conservatory. It was very nice and hot in there because you had all those palm trees and stuff. We went for a really nice walk. Like, the temperatures, they weren't too high, but it was not that windy, so it was great. And then we went back to the hotel and we grabbed some dinner from Vapiano. Not sure if you're familiar with that one. It's this chain store. I know that they have it over in Charlotte and DC as well. And I know it from Europe because it's all over there. I've known it from Austria, Germany, also France, so it's all over there. Now we just had breakfast and Trish is about to leave, which is really sad. I still have the day here and I leave tonight. So I'm going back to Austria tonight, or actually Munich, Germany. So we're actually heading downstairs. Trish is gonna take the bus. It's so sad that she's leaving. It's been the greatest time, right?
It has been.
I kinda missed her.
It's my girl.
I'm about ready to check out of this hotel. We were staying at the Holiday Inn Express at Chicago Magnificent Mile, which is called the Cass Hotel, I think. So anyways, it was a nice hotel, but it was kind of small and it was very noisy during the night because you could hear all of those sirens down there. But I guess it's the same for every hotel around here because we are right next to Michigan Avenue pretty much. So anyways, Trish already left, so I'm just gonna try and see if they can actually hold my luggage for a couple of hours down at the front desk, and then I'm gonna go into town for a little bit and then I'm off to Munich and then Austria. So I think I actually didn't show you my hotel room right here. So here we've got an ironing board, little space right down there, then we've got a safe, got a big TV, desk. Then that's a queen size, I believe. Then here we've got a coffee maker. The room is not huge, like I mentioned. An alarm clock over there. Now this is the view. We're up on the 11th story. Let me just do it this way, actually. So we've got two huge windows right there. Weather's nice today. There are some pictures up here. And the bathroom's kind of small and there are a lot of towels on the floor because we lived in here for a couple of days. So, and there's a bathtub. That's it. I'm right in front of the bean. Ah, look at that. Hey guys, I had so much fun in Chicago meeting Trish and Larry and Cindy. And now, as you can see, I'm back in my flight attendant uniform, which means I'm gonna be flying today. So this vlog is over. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram, where I post a little bit more than on here, or let's say more frequently. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.